and welcome to another Asking for a Friend segment. In case you haven't noticed, we've got Christmas on the brain and on the feet. So we're going to be talking Christmas stuffs. But before we do, like, share, and subscribe to this channel, this video. If you like what you see here, I would say smell, but you shouldn't smell anything. But anyway, so yeah, show your support and let us know what other things you want us to talk about. So guys, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves because some of you, maybe you're new. Welcome to the family. My name is Jess.
I'm Levy.
I'm Amaris.
My name is Holy.
Oh wow.
No. My name's Lewis.
Yeah, so you probably know us as either the Overtime Crew. Lewis is one of our teaching pastors for students. He's holds it down at our Palmetto Bay campus. Shout out to all y'all and all the other campuses. We love you guys. So I wanted to gather us all together like family. As it gets cooler outside, but it's Florida, so it doesn't.
Don't get cooler.
When you said that, I was like,
Yeah,
what
you
she
know,
It's a bit
saying?
harder.
But we got Christmas coming, and let's start off with just a little icebreaker here, okay? Who are you when it comes to Christmas? Are you the kind of person where you're playing that Christmas music in November, Thanksgiving don't exist, your Christmas tree is up, most of your Christmas shopping is done, you've been listening to Mariah Carey since November, maybe even as soon as Halloween was over?
Oof.
Or are you like a Scrooge where you don't do anything? You're like, Christmas is for the month of December, and maybe you don't even decorate at all. Who are you? I'm gonna start with Levy because yeah, I feel like I know what your answer is gonna be. What are you?
I'm a Scrooge.
You're a Scrooge?
Wow.
Okay, wait. So what does Christmas look like for you?
I'm going to bed.
That's it?
That's it.
Wow.
You don't
That's
look like
it.
nothing.
Dang. You need to come up. We need to fix you.
Even right now,
You know-
you don't have no holiday. Put
You know
this
what?
on his
I
head.
think you need.
He
you
has
need to
no
put these
holiday
on.
I'm not
cheer
putting
right now.
I'm not putting that on.
I'm gonna take these out because they're squeezing my brain.
Yo.
But all right, so we got Scrooge here. Amaris, tell us.
So me, I'm kind of a little weird. I forgot who I was telling last time, but like in June and July when it gets like really hot, bro, like I'll put the Christmas music on just so I can feel a cool spirit.
Oh my God, your Christmas in July?
bless.
Yeah, like I'm like that. And
That's
but
super
like
early.
this year I have not put up the tree yet. But like usually we would have already started like putting the trees, buying the gifts. We're late. We're late this year.
You're
but
late.
You're late.
The music been started.
It been started.
Been started.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm on it. My Christmas tree is up. My decorations are up. We even got like a fake corgi with a Santa Claus hat
saw
on.
it. That's- yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we
Wow.
we hooked it up early because it's the first Christmas like as a family
Yeah.
for me, like
Yeah.
my wife and our son.
Yeah. No, and it's funny. I'm like, wait. People are like, your son?
My
Explain
dog.
who your son is. Yeah, there's
My
like
dog.
Yoda.
Yoda, I love him.
Lewis and I are in the same boat because like you got married like a few months ago.
Months ago.
Tito and I just got married, so we're about to like celebrate our first ever.
Do you have yours up? What are y'all doing?
Absolutely not, dude. We
Yo.
just got back from the honeymoon. Okay, like
God
you know,
bless.
we're glad to have furniture. Okay,
Praise
so
God.
Amen.
married people struggles there.
Yo.
But yeah, I'm like, oh boy, I gotta like actually decorate.
Get a
now.
tree or
Get a
some
tree,
ornaments.
throw some Christmas. Now here's the thing, what people may not know is that Tito is a huge Christmas fan. Like he's one of those where he'll straight up like be, playing that
Yeah,
Christmas.
Be a real tree.
Oh my god.
Yes,
Yeah.
100% agree.
Real
Write in the
trees.
comments.
Guys.
You know
Real
what? I'm
tree.
gonna ask that question at the end. But already y'all can be
Already
thinking
gave
about
my
your
answer.
answers.
Real.
Write in the comments.
Real tree.
tree versus fake tree. Let's see who
Let's have a
wins.
debate in the comments.
Debate.
Tito thinks it should be a real tree. I'm all about that fake tree, but whatever. We'll come back.
No
to
fake
that.
around me.
But man, okay, so we're together here talking about Christmas, and you're probably thinking, asking for a friend.
Oof.
What controversial thing could there possibly be about Christmas? But believe it or not, I was thinking about this question, and I'm like, we hear about Christmas being more like a pagan holiday. When you hear, people talking about it, it's like, oh, it's all very materialistic. It's very like, when you really look at the different elements of Christmas, it's like, what about it kind of links it to the church? And as Christians, here's the question: should we celebrate Christmas? Sounds crazy. You're probably thinking, like, your knee-jerk response is like, well, duh. But like, if you think about it, you have, where in the Bible does it say that Jesus was born in December? Where is it talking about like a Christmas tree, lights, all these things that we kind of, when we think of Christmas, we think of that. Reindeers, stuff like that, snowmen. When you think about Christmas, like so how does that link back to Jesus? So in essence, this pagan holiday, should we as Christians celebrate Christmas? Crazy. But I'm gonna start off with Emeritus.
Yo.
I saw that coming. I'm gonna be dead serious. I saw that coming. So, like how Jess said, like she's right. Like there's nothing in the Bible that says like Christmas or Jesus was born in December on the 25th, because like they love to. Jesus was born on the. No, we don't know. Like we don't know. So like for Christians, it should be no. Like we shouldn't celebrate it. But then it's like yes, like because they always tie it back to like the service of like Jesus. What is it? The reason for the season.
Yeah.
What is it? Jesus is the reason for the season. There you go.
Yeah.
So I think like like it's a good. I think it's a good time to like also invite people to church. Not only for Christmas, but then like the new year is right there as well. So I think it's helpful in a certain way. So I mean.
Okay. And yeah, like that's a good point too, like bringing up like that whole like, Jesus is the reason for the season. Even like, how like now you hear a lot of people say like Happy Holidays versus like Merry Christmas. I feel like, a lot of Christians like really took the charge and it's like, no, don't take the Christ out of Christmas. Merry Christmas. I'm not going to say Happy Holidays. And I know some people are really aggressive with that.
Yeah.
You're at a store during the Christmas season, you're trying to buy your gifts. The cashier is trying to be nice and considerate and say Happy Holidays. And then you got a really like angry Christian being like, no, Merry Christmas. I'll ask you, Levy, like, what do you think? Like when you think, because you're also in like, you're in food service. So like you're in like customer service, like sort of like area. Like, what are your thoughts on like Christians who kind of get a little aggressive where it's like, hey, like, you're perfectly in the right, or hey, should you like chill, calm down? Speaking as somebody from like the customer service.
I think funny enough, like I actually had a conversation with one of my guys from Young Adults. The thing is like, we're supposed to be Christians, meaning that we're loving into people. We're not social justice warriors for the law. It's not that. Because it all started with like, do we celebrate Halloween? And we only use this word during Halloween when it comes to we're supposed to redeem the holiday. Just for Christmas, we're supposed to redeem that day too. Yes. Or like we're supposed to remind people like, hey, look, like it's a pagan holiday, but we're using it to encourage people to follow Christ, to come look for Christ, even on a day where like we don't think about Christ. We think about presents and gifts and like thinking about each other, our personal feelings to each other, but not reminding ourselves like our personal relationship with our Father. So should we be like that? We're like we aggressive? No, because we're not social justice warriors for the law. We're loving people for people. So it's I seen that many times.
Have you had that happen to you? Yeah, work. Yeah.
I'll see like there's some coworkers that they say Happy Holidays. I was like, that's you, because some of them don't have a relationship. That's funny enough. Like even working at Chick-fil-A. It doesn't mean that everybody's a Christian.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
It's a job.
Snap, it's a myth.
Yeah.
It's a myth.
Setting it straight.
Exposed.
I know. We love you, Chick-fil-A. Please sponsor us. Anyway.
So
Don't fire me.
Don't fire me.
So good.
But yeah, dude, like I've seen so many people get aggressive with it. But it's funny because like when thinking about this question, I started thinking about it like, it's just like you said it too, about redeeming the holiday. that while the world and culture may have like a particular view and push an agenda for this holiday, where it may be like you're talking about Black Friday and Cyber Monday and all this stuff and pushing like all this materialism, capitalism, whatever. And whereas we as believers can, just the same as we would try to redeem Halloween, in the same way we're redeeming this holiday by bringing that focus back and using it as a sort of catalyst to bring the focus back to Jesus. So back to our original question. Should Christians celebrate Christmas? Lewis, pastor, reverend, shepherd, bishop. Lewis. What do you think?
Should we celebrate Christmas? I believe yes. Personally, me and my house, we are going to celebrate. We got it decorated. We hooked it up. Because I think I think the Bible is so clear with so many things, and especially behind heart and intention of things. So for example, you mentioned pagan holiday, or you mentioned things of that nature. Like even in Matthew chapter 6, it says so beautifully. It says, when you pray, don't do like the pagans do, but do it like this. It even talks about when you give, don't do it like the pagans do it like this. So what it's saying right there is that we're doing the same thing the pagans are doing.
Right.
Meaning giving. They do it too. Like when we pray, the pagans pray too. We're both doing the same exact thing, but there's a different intention, there's a different motive, there's a different motivation behind it, there's a different heart behind it. I know that there's people that even mention there's some dark history or dark past of Christmas, of why do you put a Christmas tree, or why do you put ornaments, why do you put lights, why do you put this and that. Now, me in my house, I'm not sitting there saying I'm putting a Christmas tree for this reason. Right. No, putting a Christmas tree because it looks beautiful and it makes my home feel like a home. Like we're giving gifts because that's what we're doing. I'm not sitting here with an intention behind this is what I'm doing, right? Even going back to what you were saying, this is a season where I spend time with my mom and my dad in church. You know what I'm saying? I invite my family to church. I invite my friends to church because I know they got kids and we're gonna have cool things happening here. My heart and my intention behind it is for Jesus. Now, if everybody else got a different intention, that's everybody else. Like you said, I'm not gonna be a social justice warrior and send everybody to hell, right? Because they're doing certain thing. No, but I couldn't focus on me, my heart, my motive. For me, Christmas is all about Jesus. For me, I put a Christmas tree because it looks beautiful. I get gifts because I love giving, right? All those cool things. We get food because we get food because we're hungry, we need to eat. Yep. Chick-fil-A sponsor us, please.
Yes.
But I think that Matthew chapter 6 is very clear. If we want to call it a pagan holiday or whatever, why talk about Christmas? There's every other holiday, right? Yeah. Let's call every other holiday. But we're doing the same thing the pagans do. But what Jesus was being very clear here is your heart and your attention behind it. Yeah. So when you pray, don't pray eloquently with many words to look good for everybody, but when you pray like this, right? So I think that if our attentions are right, if our motives are aligned, if us ourselves know Jesus is the reason for the season, and we doing this because of this, can a Christian celebrate Christmas? Yes, the same way you can celebrate your birthday. Yep. The same way you can celebrate New Year's, the same way you can celebrate all these other holidays, because my intention and my heart behind it is different from what the culture has it and what the whole entire world else have it. Me and my house, we're doing it for the Lord.
That's awesome. Dude. And with that, we're done. No. But no, that's, man, ditto to everything. And I think that's really it, that we could get caught up on the materialism. We can get caught on all the corporate whatever. And even, folks that will really try to lean into it and turn it into this sort of this political thing, this really controversial thing. Even in some of my research, it's there are even still things about Christmas, elements of Christmas that we can really redeem this and turn the attention towards Christ. The gifts, symbolic of when the Magi first arrived and gave their gifts in responses to meeting Jesus for the first time. just like all these different elements, the time that we take, like you said, to be together with family, and just honestly the opportunity that we take to just reflect and on the story of Jesus and his birth, and like that whole series of events, that honestly, like, that is worthy of our time, our honor, and our praise to him. So don't get caught up. If you're that person who's like, it's Merry Christmas, not Happy Holidays, don't get caught up in those things.
Yeah.
Understand, like, you're representing Jesus, and hey, if a person in the service industry says to you, Happy Holidays, it's like, hey, Merry Christmas to you too, man. Have a great one. And be gentle and whatnot, and maybe you want to slide them an invite. I don't know. But that's awesome. And it's cool too, because like, we're here at Christ Fellowship. We have our Christmas services, Christmas Eve services. Students, we're having services all the way up until the 23rd. So that's gonna be a hopping weekend. So check us out for service times and all that at cfmiami.org. And you can get all the service times there.
Yep.
So to close out, I'm coming back to the very controversial question. Probably more controversial than the focus of this episode.
This is the
but
point
this
of it.
is the controversial question. I'm willing to die on a hill for this one.
God bless.
All right, is fake tree or real tree? Fake tree or real tree?
I think
I'm gonna
Levy says no tree. No
you
tree
know what?
at
No
all.
tree's not an option, okay, Levy? You gotta pick one, okay? You all know my heart, okay? You know my heart. all right?
Question.
It is.
Are we doing just answering it or a reason why?
You can support it.
Okay,
You can
okay.
give your supporting reasoning
Okay.
behind it, but there's really no good reason to having a real tree.
Ah,
So
God
y'all know
bless.
my heart. I'm team fake tree all the way, because I like the idea of being able, no mess, and being able to pack it up
That is
and
true.
unpack it every year. My tree is always set, and it's always nice. And with a real tree, dude, you get some like janky trees, and that
Facts.
are missing
That is
like
true.
chunks out of it, and then
Why gotta be
who
janky?
knows
That is
the
true. That
wildlife
is,
living
yeah,
in those
sometimes they look
trees.
janky.
And then you gotta water it, and then pine needles everywhere, like for days.
It's
And then
true,
when
bro.
Christmas is over,
Maybe
and it's
change.
probably
I think I'm being
closer to
conformed right
February.
whoa.
All right, the tree is dead. It's been living in your house, and now you gotta get rid of it. Where do you send that thing? And those garbage people like sigh whenever they see a Christmas tree that they have to pick up and throw to the garbage truck.
Wow.
So you know what? For the sake of garbage people everywhere, I'm getting a fake tree.
Wow, she has a great heart.
Low-key, I think
You
my
have a
heart
great
just
heart.
changed,
Yeah, you
bro.
have a great heart.
Levy.
Me, I'd go with plastic.
Yes.
God bless.
Fake trees.
Just because like
all day.
it's literally that. It's just,
More convenient.
more convenient. Pack it up, put it like, look at this, like
Look at that.
it's
That's
chilling.
fake.
This will fit in a closet
Yeah.
and it'll stay like that the rest of the
Forever.
year. You don't even have to take these things off. You just leave it on there. Like that's what my mom has. My mom has like a tree somewhere in one of our closets, and like once it's time to like put it up, she's just like, okay, just
Whip it out.
whip it out,
There
put
it
it,
is.
plug it up, turn it on,
There
good
it
to
is.
go.
All
That's
right,
it.
team fake trees. All
Wow.
right, Amaris, I know your feelings, but I need to hear your.
I'm real tree all the way.
God bless.
I'm gonna be honest because I'm an honest person. For a lot of years, we did have a fake tree, but it never felt like the smell. You need that Christmas smell from the tree, Bro, you know what I'm talking about, right? It has a smell to
Yeah,
it, a
yeah,
real
yeah,
Bake
tree.
sure.
cookies or something, bro. I don't know.
There's
Does it look like
air
I bake?
fresheners
Does it look
these
like I
days,
bake?
man.
Anyways, but so I felt like the fake ones, like, it just doesn't do anything for us. A real one is Christmas. Like, you're going out with your family to pick a tree. I think that's my favorite part about it, no lie. Like, going out with my family to look
That
around.
is cute.
That's cute.
Yeah, like
I'll say that.
we go out, we go pick a tree, we get the tree, we bring it, I love the process of putting it all together. I feel like a tree that already has the lights on it, like, that's not fun. Like, I want to wrap the lights. I want to be in the spirit. I
brought
put
me
my
back,
Christmas
bro.
music.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
You brought me.
see,
You
see,
Like,
brought
are
me
you
back to
really
it.
No,
like
I-
having fun? Because like some
No, I
families
really
are like,
am.
no, you can't put that there. No, I want this up here.
Yeah.
No, like,
Don't worry,
is it
Amaris.
really like
It ain't
fun?
like that with my
Right.
family. They say, Amaris, let's do it together. Let's put it, boom, bada bing, bada boom.
I got a headache right now, cause I'm not
Now
gonna lie,
he's
like I personally, I was gonna say real tree.
Whoa, am I the
But
only?
I low key after Jess and I got a fake tree this year.
Yeah, you did.
Because
gonna
I
say
got a
real
fake
one.
tree because like they said convenient, you can put it away, blah blah blah. But if you worried about smell, you can buy
Yeah, you can
real
buy
Christmas in a
branches.
can, bro. It's-
And it smells good, or put a can. You can put fake snow.
got
you
a
can do
can.
all
I
that.
like the experience, you know. I'm
But
all
you
about
can have the same experience with a fake tree.
Yeah, you go to Christmas Palace over there.
God
and
bless.
You go find it. Go to your local
Yes.
Walmart, find it, and then every year, it's all together. You can put those 3 pieces together.
You just being
and then
bougie.
even more, you want to know the best
Low-key.
unity? When a light bulb is out and y'all got to dig for
bless.
which light bulb is out.
Oh, that's the
But
worst.
I'm gonna do real tree because I don't have nothing fake in my house.
Yeah. Wow. Like those shoes?
Stop playing.
Anyway.
Real as day. God bless.
Anyways, the chat needs to go crazy right
Yeah,
now.
we need to settle this. Real tree, fake tree, write it in the chat. And while you're there, like, share, and subscribe this video, this channel, if you like what you hear, and let us know any other questions
Yeah.
that you want us to tackle in this Asking for a Friend segment. Anyway, Merry Christmas. We love you guys, and we hope you have a great one. See you next time. Peace.